Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. LA Story. Where's that? The Solar System. L to Pay. Best Female Rock Vocal Grammys. And Fictional Characters. Where do we begin? 1995. You ought to know. Yes, player 1? Yes. 1994. Come to my window. Let's hear it, player 1. Right you are. 1979. Hot Stuff. Player 1? Right. Please pick 1981. Fire and Ice. Yes, player 1? Yes. 2000. There goes the neighborhood. Okay, player 1? Right you are. Please. What a happy ending. This title orphan of a Dickens novel is adopted by Mr. Brownlow. It's player 1. You are correct. This character in the legend of Sleepy Hollow is said to be the ghost of a Hessian trooper. Player 1? Right. Answer? The Daily Double. You are in the... All right, here's your clue. She is the narrator of To Kill a Mockingbird. Congratulations, you're still in first, player 1. You've 2 names that follow Gerald, who speaks in weird sounds instead of words in a Dr. Seuss story. Okay, player 1. Yeah! That's it. In a story by Rudyard Kipling, this mongoose protects an English family from snakes. Player 1? Correct. Player 1. It shouldn't take much effort to tell me this. Gordon Brown's political party. Player 1? Correct. Take me to this reinforced section of fishing line where the hook is attached. Okay, player 1? Yes. Affectionate name for critters of the genus Agapornis. Yes, player 1? Yep. Most lower back pain is in the area of the 5 vertebrae classified as these. Okay, player 1? Nope. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. Lumbar. We return bath sponge, that's really a type of tropical gourd. It's player 1. That's right, way to go. You get to pick again, player 1. Sam the Eagle was created by the Disney Company for this event held in Los Angeles in 1984. Let's hear it, player 1. Correct. Player 1. Microphones, TV sets, masks, phonographs, and movie cameras symbolize Star's specialties on its Walk of Fame. Okay, Player 1. Hey, you're right. This school is the oldest private university in California and the largest private employer in Los Angeles. Okay, Player 1. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. USC. Player 1. An observatory and a park in Los Angeles are named not for a birth of a nation director, but rather a colonel with this surname. Yes, Player 1? Correct. Player 1. Docents at LA's Page Museum are in a sticky situation. La brea means this substance in Spanish. It's Player 1. You got it. Player 1. In December of 2006, NASA announced that water may have flowed on this planet's surface within the past decade. It's Player 1. Right you are. In 1980, Hermes, one of these objects, came within 300,000 miles of the Earth. Let's hear it, Player 1. Right you are. On October 10th, 1846, 17 days after the discovery of this planet, its largest moon, Triton, was discovered. Yes, Player 1? Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else? Let's hear it, Player 2. That's not it. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, Player 3? Yep. Where do we begin, Player 3? These solar discharges, consisting of light, heat, and cosmic rays, may last up to an hour. Player 1? Right. In July of 2005, scientists announced the discovery of Eris, a dwarf planet larger than Pluto, in this belt. Okay, Player 1? Good. Upon its 1914 completion, this shortened a ship's voyage between New York City and San Francisco by about 8,000 miles. Yes, Player 1? Any other takers? Here's the response we were looking for. The Panama Canal. Looking like it's going to get the boot, and covering nearly 10,000 square miles, it's the largest island in the Mediterranean. Okay, Player 1? That's it. Portland, Salem, and Eugene are the largest cities in this state. Yes, Player 1? That's right, way to go. Wellington is its capital. Okay, Player 1? You are correct. And the last clue for $1,000. Take me to your lemur. This island country lies about 240 miles east of the African mainland. Okay, Player 1? That's correct. The double Jeopardy round will begin right after this. And we have 2 daily doubles awaiting you in these categories. Science adjectives. Death sentences. Royalty on film. It's not ancient history. Brit speak. And colleges and universities. All right, let's get back into this. Player 2 has control. On January 12, 2010, a magnitude 7 earthquake struck the capital of this island nation. It's player 1. Yes. In February 2010, the Winter Olympics began in this host country. Okay, player 1. That's right, way to go. Dozens of journalists were killed in a November 2009 massacre in this country's Maguindanao province. Player 1. Good. Protests accompanied the December 2009 UN climate change conference in this European capital. Yes, player 1. Good for you. In August of 2009, this nation pardoned 2 American journalists who had been arrested for illegal entry. Player 1. No. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? We're talking about North Korea. Selecting. Nigel likes his eggs with rashers, also known as this. Yes, player 1. That is correct. Player 1. It's the British word for a merry-go-round or a traffic circle. It's player 1. That's not it. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? We're talking about roundabout. An all-male school wouldn't have an alumni reunion, but a gathering of these, part of the network of them. Player 1? Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Okay, player 3? Oh, sorry. Any other takers? Okay, player 2. Great, you're back into it now. Player 2, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? One of the daily doubles. You're in second right now. Player 2, please select your wager. Okay, here is the clue. It can mean having a healthy rosy color, or be a British intensifier like bloody. Sorry, that's wrong. Here's the correct response. Ruddy. You get to pick again, player 2. She began a famous poem, "Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me." Okay, player 1. That's correct. Player 1. Perspex is a British name for this trademarked acrylic plastic. Player 1. That's not it. Any other takers? Yes, player 2. No. Anyone else? Let's hear it, player 3. Good. And you're back into some money. All right, let's get back into this. Player 3 has control. Joseph Stalin reportedly said, "A single death is a tragedy. A million deaths is a this." Yes, player 1? That's it. "If I could drop dead right now, I'd be the happiest man alive" is attributed to this movie mogul. Yes, player 1? Yes. "For what is it to die but to stand naked in the wind and to melt into the sun?" he wrote in the Prophet. Let's hear it, player 1. Sorry. Anyone else? We're talking about Khalil Gibran. In his holy sonnets, he wrote, "Death, be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful." Let's hear it, player 1. Right. Player 1. The 735-acre campus of this Baptist school is on the banks of the Brazos River in Waco, Texas. Okay, player 1. Right. Player 1. One of the most popular organizations at this state university in Louisiana is the Tiger Marching Band, founded in 1926. Let's hear it, player 1. No. Any other takers? Here's what we wanted. Grambling. This college was intended to be the first college within the University of Dublin, but it's still the only one. Yes, player 1? That's correct. Charles, not Sonny, was the benefactor of this Medford, Massachusetts university. Okay, player 1? Yeah! Beloit College in this state was founded in 1846, while that state was still a territory. Okay, player 1? That's correct. Player 1? Helen Mirren as this queen in The Queen. Player 1? You got it. Kate Blanchett in 1998 as this title queen. It's player 1. Hey, you're right. Answer. The other Daily Double. You are in the lead right now. Player 1, please and the clue. Kirsten Dunst in 2006 as this title queen. Congratulations, you're still in first, player 1. Robert Shaw was him in A Man for All Seasons. Yes, player 1? No? Sorry. Anyone else? Here's the correct response. Henry VIII. Katharine Hepburn was her in The Lion in Winter. It's player 1. Nope. Sorry. Anyone else? Here's the correct response. Eleanor of Aquitaine. You get to pick because they're most active after dark. Opossums are described as this, Latin for of the night. Okay, player one. Right. Player one. Hummus, which floats on water because of little air pockets, is described as this, from the Greek for passage. Yes, player one. That is correct. This 10-letter adjective describes a medical condition that was present at birth. It's player one. Yep. Player one. Here's Kelly from our Clue Crew with
hydrogen and oxygen atoms bind tightly together to create water molecules by sharing electrons in this type of bond, from the Latin for strong together.
Okay, player one. Yep. Here's the $2,000 clue. Sarcasm aside, this word from the Greek for burning describes a substance that causes corrosion. Player one. That is correct. Only two of you will be going on to Final Jeopardy. Sorry, player two. Here's today's Final Jeopardy category. Historic purchases. So, what's your wager? Now it's time for the Final Jeopardy clue, and here it is. The English received this person from the Burgundians in 1431 for the sum of 10,000 francs. What did you say? And that will cost you. Did you come up with the correct response? With that correct response, you will gain. Congratulations, player one. You're the winner. So long, everybody.